Okay, this isn't the same game, but it's wave 21, so we're picking up essentially where we left off. Now what you have to do on these waves past wave 20 is stay down on the bottom on the platform down here. And the purpose of that is just to keep the blue guys from coming out at the bottom. If they come out at the top, then they walk slowly. They don't want to get really hyper until they come below you. Then they speed up and things get out of control. So you can control the pace of the game by staying down at the bottom on this platform. And you want to do that even when this middle ledge is not here. Okay, for the pterodactyl waves, what you want to do is you want to be facing left on the 100,000s and 10,000s digit, and you want your straight leg to be directly over the 10,000s digit, but just 1 pixel to the left of center. Now that sounds really crazy and picky, but when you see it a couple times, it's really pretty simple. So even though the middle ledge is not here, you need to be on this pad. And you really have to watch these gray guys because they will mess you up. You have to be ready for anything they can dish out. And that just comes with practice. Now, the sound system, they changed it a little bit. In the original Joust, the arcade game, the machine could only play one sound at a time, and had a very clever system of deciding when to stop a sound and start a new one and when not to. And this system really made it seem like it was playing a lot of different sounds at the same time, but it was never playing more than one sound at a time. And this is also true of the other Williams games like Robotron and Defender. It only ever played one sound at a time. The people who made this port, they made it play more than one sound at a time, and since the Joust program wasn't really written for that, you get some really strange effects sometimes where it plays the same sound multiple times over itself for no good reason. It just sounds a little strange. I almost wish they had done it the way they did it in the arcade, but that's okay. Okay, so here we are again. Notice that my straight leg is directly over the 10,000th digit, but just a hair to the left. It's just a pixel to the left. That's where you need to be. And of course the trick is, what happens when you die and there's a million birds flying all over the place? I'm sure you'll be seeing that soon, but you want to avoid that as much as possible. You want to control everything like this. And see this egg? I can walk over and get it carefully. Nope, not carefully enough. Use the islands a lot for to force those blue guys to die. Okay, this is like one of the worst waves of all. I don't even know if I'll survive it. I just gotta try. That was incredibly lucky. I'm usually not that lucky on this wave. Of course, the wave isn't over yet. That went spectacularly well. Now here what we're doing is we're just controlling the pace. You want these guys to come out slow, and you want them to move slow, and you want everything to stay under control. It's not easy though. There are many ways it can go wrong. That was nice. Okay, that's a trick they pull out in later waves. The fast pickup. And I was not ready for it. Okay, this is the first wave where they will drop directly down on top of you, and you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready to move out of the way when they try it. Okay, they didn't do it to me this time. But the gray guys will come out and they will just drop directly on top of you, and you're totally not expecting it. And you have no chance of survival if you don't do the right thing when they try to do that. Okay, now when you get to this point, okay, one of them came out. If they all three do that white flashy thing where they just sit there and don't come out all the way, then you have to do something about that. You can't just sit around and wait, because if you do, then you will have pterodactyl problems. Okay, now, see, my straight leg is on the 10,000th digit, just one pixel to the left of center. Very nice. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to pull them out here. It's very tricky to do. But see, what I just did is I prevented the pterodactyl from coming out later in the wave, because it's not going to finish the wave until the correct number of glue guys have come out. And by letting several of them out through the bottom pad, I allowed the wave to finish before the pterodactyl came out. Uh-oh. You got to be very careful with that. That guy really wanted me to fall for that, but I didn't. That egg is going to be a problem. Oh well. And when you come out, yeah, I died. When you come out, there's just a second or two where they're not really aware of what to do. Okay, I can't let this guy just walk across there. The pterodactyl will come out. Okay, once again, this middle platform's missing. The gray guys can... Okay, there aren't any gray guys this way. That's good. But they can drop down right on top of you in a very unexpected way. And they don't do it every time. They do it just often enough to really mess up your game. Okay, now this is the classic you're hosed situation. I'm going to try to deal with it as best I can. And see what I'm able to do. The idea is that you just really don't want to die without taking out at least a couple of them. And then get control of the situation again. Like that. And that's all she wrote.